good radio voice. Okay. Hey, it's day 2 at FRSA. This is Heidi Ellsworth. We're at the Florida show. We're bringing it to you through Roofers Coffee Shop, through our YouTube channel. We are so excited. And this is our first interview of the day. And I am with long-term friend Del Nelson. Yes.
We are a long time. I don't even remember how many years.
I know. I think we've kind of grown up in the industry together, don't you think?
Sort of did.
Yeah.
You're very close to my age, right?
I know. Very. Yeah. Well, okay. My first trade show ever was 1994 at the FRSA show.
So I think that's about our first was MetalCon in Washington D.C.
Wow!
Yeah, I think it was one of their very first ones. So.
Are you going to MetalCon again this year?
Absolutely. It's in Tampa. It's very exciting.
I know. We're going to be there too.
Yeah.
And we're going to actually have coffee in our booth. Everybody always stops here and says, "Do you have coffee?" At MetalCon, we actually do coffee. So.
Yeah. So I race sailboats as a hobby.
Yes.
And the last time MetalCon was there, we brought 3 sailboats down and took people out in the bay just to experience sailing. Not a lot of people know much about it.
Wow.
So
Are you doing that again?
We're talking about doing it yet. It was.
Can I get my name on the list?
Of course. Of course. You're driving.
Oh, no. Well, Del, what we're doing is we're bringing, what we're seeing here at the show out to everybody out there in the country. Sure. So what are you seeing? How's the show for you so far?
Well, this is really the second live event I've been to in a year and a half. So I was at the Metal Building Contractors and Erectors in Hilton Head last week.
Wow.
Relatively small show, but
yeah.
Very nice. And if my phone would quit
it's all right.
chirping, I would feel a lot better hush.
This is the real
live,
world.
Right?
Yeah, this is the real world. I love it. Okay, we're good. So,
but yes, so this is the first live one we've been to in a year and a half. A real trade show, and the attendance has been spectacular. I am stunned.
I know, isn't it? I can't believe all the people on the floor yesterday. It was amazing.
It truly was. Truly was. It was busy. It was full of interested people who want to know, well, in our case, about retrofit metal roofing. So I was excited to be back out and see our old friends. A lot of the vendors here are longtime customers, and you get to see them in a little video
I know, the little Zoom, but
not the same.
No. And to be here is so great. So for all of you out there, Del has this amazing company, Roof Hugger. And if you have not been aware of it, you need to be. Why don't you tell everybody a little bit about your company?
So we manufacture products that allow you to put a new metal building roof over an existing metal building roof. So if you have an old through-fastened roof and you want to upgrade it to standing seam, you can buy our product. We provide not the panels, but the structural system that will allow you to do it in a code-correct way.
Oh.
So we analyze the loads. All the codes have changed over the last 10 years, even in the last 3 years they've changed. So we have ways to get all the current panels up to today's high wind speed loadings and reinforce them properly. Any panel you work with, just tell us what it is, tell us what the existing roof is. We'll design a system to fit it and get you up to current. And the great thing about metal roofs, and there's a lot of ways to coat roofs and put patches on or TPOs, temporary stuff, but the great thing about metal roofing is today's galva balloon panels are 60-year roof systems. This is not a short-term fix. This is a real roof that's going to give longevity to your building, and it is the only roof system on the market today that will outlast photovoltaics. You're trying to bring your building into the next century.
Yeah.
Even if you don't want to do it today, photovoltaics have a useful life of 25 to 35 years. Most roof systems have a useful life of 18 to 22 years.
Right.
If you got to take the photovoltaics off, put a new roof down, start over again, you have quadrupled the cost of your system.
Yes.
Get a metal roof, attach it, and there's any number of ways to do
Yeah.
that correctly, but they don't even penetrate the roof.
Yeah.
They clamp on.
I love it.
And so it's fantastic and a long-term solution.
You know, the thing that's really cool about that too is that the sustainability.
Yes.
I mean, when you think about it, first of all, you're not putting the old roof into the landfill.
Correct.
You're keeping it on there.
Correct.
And then you have the new one that lasts 60 years.
Yep.
This is what everybody's looking for.
And you don't disrupt the operations that are going on within the building while you're re-roofing.
Right.
Sweet thing.
Yeah.
Because if you got to tear the roof off your building and your offices are right here, I'm telling you, folks are not going to be very happy if it starts to rain.
Yeah,
you know?
no, I've been there before, and
just
yeah,
doesn't
it's
work
not
out
good.
well.
No.
You know?
Well, and then kind of going back, talking about the structural part of it, and really what Roof Hugger brings to it with that structure,
Yep.
that has to be incredibly important for, like you said, to code, but for hurricanes and for all these high winds we're having.
So in Orlando, I think the old code was about 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Today, it's north of 120.
Wow.
Coastal Tampa was 110. It's north of 140.
Really?
So
I didn't. Wow.
taking these roofs to the new higher codes is challenging, and you have to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's what we do every day of the week. Comes natural to us. We can knock them out pretty quick. And knock on wood, so far we've been able to maintain our flow of steel.
Good.
So we're shipping product, some of it in 2 to 3 days.
Oh
if
my
it's an inventory part. If it's a custom part, we're out to about 2 weeks, but there are people that are out 6, 8, 10 weeks right now.
Oh,
so
there's people who are saying deliveries in 2022.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what we've been hearing.
Wow.
It's crazy. And so really, I think one of the things for contractors that we keep hearing is look at what you're doing and look at what maybe some changes you need to make in what you're selling and how you're doing it. So maybe going from asphalt to metal, doing some of those things that really can diversify your business.
Absolutely. Yeah, so important.
And you work with all the
major metal building
yeah.
manufacturers, all the panel suppliers, on-site roll form guys. We work with all of these people, and we just give them a solution to whatever project they're working on.
Yeah.
So we don't compete with them, we help them.
That is awesome.
And another interesting thing about metal roofs, if you have an old screw-down metal roof, you cannot remove that roof and put a new standing seam roof on it. A lot of people think they can just take the old roof off and put a new standing seam on. You absolutely cannot do that because that old screw-down roof is part of the structural integrity of the building.
Oh,
it's called a diaphragm strength.
Yes.
You remove the diaphragm, you remove the structural strength of the building and have made it absolutely unsafe.
Wow.
So you leave it in place, you put a roof hugger system on top of it, it stiffens the building, it'll increase the capacity of the purlins, which is another cool feature.
Yeah.
And then you can upgrade to standing seam.
Right.
So
see, I think what we're looking at, I mean, just with the tragedy in Miami with the building, you're thinking about these. We need to be taking care of our buildings in a way that is going to make them stronger
and last as long as they can.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I love it. You know what? I really enjoyed. We have never really sat down and talked exactly about Roof Hugger, so this has been really good. I know. I love it. So for all of you out there, seriously, go check it out. Roof Hugger, of course, is on Roofers Coffee Shop in a full directory. Great articles, great information.
Thank you.
And just all around wonderful.
And a great company to market with. I have to tell you, truly, our relationship has been so fun. Marketing's never fun. It's always like, oh my God, now what do we do? But these folks are fantastic. So thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow, that's great. And thank you all for being here live on our YouTube from FRSA. We'll be seeing you soon. We're going to be doing some tours and